When Hamas attacked Israel on October 7th last year, its leader, Yahya Sinwar, wanted a cataclysmic war that reshaped the Middle East. A year later, that's what he has, but not in the way he expected. The worst massacre in Israeli history has led to the deadliest war in Palestinian history. The Gaza Strip is in ruins. This map shows how it's been flattened over the past year. More than 41,000 Palestinians have been killed. Hamas is battered, and its ally Hezbollah, a Lebanese militia backed by Iran, has been gravely weakened. Yet 97 Israeli hostages remain in Gaza, and the possibility of a ceasefire agreement is in tatters. The violence seems likely to spread across the region.
איראן עשתה הערב טעות גדולה, והיא תשלם על כך.
Iran's latest barrage of missiles was fired at Israel the day after Israel began its ground invasion of Lebanon. Millions of civilians across the region have been displaced. This series of events wouldn't have happened without Mr. Sinwar's fateful decision last October. The Hamas leader hoped his attack would ignite support from a united axis of resistance, a constellation of pro-Iranian militias who would work together to fight Israel and America. Instead, it's become clear that the alliance isn't strong enough to stop or even to slow Israel's war on Gaza. Israel's actions in Gaza also failed to ignite the unrest they did in other countries in the past. And though Arabs have not lost interest in the Palestinian cause, there's also been almost no sustained and spontaneous protest against Israel in the Arab world. Arab states have not cut ties with Israel, nor have they tried to apply serious diplomatic pressure on its Western backers. The mood in the region has been one of fatalism. For a while, these forces had combined to create a sort of stasis that largely confined the war to Gaza and a narrow strip of land along Israel's northern border with Lebanon. But now, emboldened by the humbling of Hezbollah and provoked by Iran's direct missile attacks, Israel is playing a much bigger game. Binyamin Netanyahu, Israel's prime minister, has vowed to retaliate against Iran, perhaps by striking Iran's industrial, military, or nuclear facilities, hoping to end, once and for all, the threat it poses to the Jewish state. It's a high-stakes mission that Israel has been planning for 2 decades. But the idea that a single decisive attack on Iran could transform the Middle East is a fantasy. Both sides know that all-out war would be bloody and ruinous. Many would needlessly die. And ultimately, such a conflict would only lead to a return of the armed standoff that prevailed before October 7th.